This is our warm-up. We're almost done with it. X times x is x squared. What would outer be? Negative 1x. What would inner be? Negative 1x. What would last be? 1 times 1 and negative times negative. Positive.
2x.
Does this, negative 1x minus 1x, does this match?
Yes.
So we can put a little check. If it didn't match, what should that tell us? We factored something. Now, that was the first example. 6x squared minus 12x or plus 6. And what did we see first? Did we go straight to parentheses first? No. What did we do first?
Factor it out.
Factor out who?
6.
Good, because he is a GCF. Look for anything in common, right? What's different about number 2?
There's just an x.
Yeah, there's just an x, meaning can I pull out a common 2?
No.
There's a 2 in the first term.
Put a 2 under it.
I wish. There's a 2 in the first term, not a 2 in the middle, but there is a 2 in 6. Since there's not a 2 in everything, it is not shared, right?
No.
It's not shared with everything. Can I call it a greatest common?
No.
So, we cannot factor out the GCF. So, let's go look at our notes. Let's pause. Let's pause for just 1 second. Let's go back to our notes from yesterday if I can find them. Are they down here? They're hiding. There we go.
Come out.
Where did we end yesterday? Can you guys help me out really fast so I can get the examples right since we changed them? The first one was
6x
squared
minus 12x plus 6.
Okay. What's our second example that I gave you guys?
2x squared plus x minus 6.
2x squared
Plus x.
plus 1x.
Just x. Minus.
Perfect. Alright, thanks guys. I need to change my more up just a little bit. My kiddos that are being distracted today is super hard. If you're goofing off and your coach has just told you it's going to be a super hard practice, how much trouble are you going to be in?
That's true.
Right? They're going to kick you out of the gym or something, right? So, hold on, focus. Focus. Okay? Here we go. It's going to be a hard day. To do number 2, let's go back. This homework got hard around number 9. It's because these types of problems got hard. Where did we end yesterday? I think we ended at this one, right?
See.
We ended at
Yeah, we do the table.
Yeah.
We did it already.
So let's review real fast. You guys did it all, but I had to use new notes because my old ones, my iPad's been really unhappy today. So you guys help me with how we solve this one. Ready? Okay. We looked for a GCF, and we didn't have one.
dang it.
So then we looked at first factors of who, Kaylee?
2 and 5.
Good. We had to make 2 columns. Look at it this way.
Factors of
We do factors of 5, which we were doing at the beginning. Okay?
First one was 2x squared.
Yeah, good. Hold on. So we do factors of 5 like we're used to, but we have to add a column whenever there's a number in front. We have to look at that number in front, but I said yesterday, put the 2x squared in there. It's going to help just a little bit. We did it right at the end of class. We did it right at the end of class. Word for word, right where we were yesterday. You guys should be able to read your notes because this is exactly
Wait, we have to
what
write
we
it
did.
again?
No, turn to the notes from yesterday. Go find where we wrote this. You should have it written down. Okay, so you're helping me out with it. Ready? Factors of 2, we added the x squared later. Factors of 5. What was the third column called? Possible factors. Can I put POSS? Is that okay?
Yes.
Just to be shorter. Possible factors. And then what was the last one?
Outer and inner.
Why can I just do O plus I and expect to know what I mean?
It's FOIL.
FOIL. O and I, right? O plus I, outer plus inner. Good?
C.
Question. What is a way to get 2x squared? What were the factors we saw yesterday? 1 times 2, but don't we also need x's? 1x times 2x. That works, right? Everybody wake up, hold on. There we go. 1x times 2x. Now, what are factors of 5? Now, hold on. Do you guys see how I have lots of parentheses over here as though there might be more than one? Let's see. If I'm trying to think of possible factors, I could have a 1x first, which I just write as x. I could have a 2x in the other one. See what I did? I could have a 1 here and a 5 here. Now, hold on. Let me quickly, this is actually what we kind of wrote yesterday, and we were right. Can I actually say, couldn't we have put the 5 and then the 1? What if we had done 5 times 1 instead of 1 times 5? Pause.
Sure.
Pause, pause, pause. If the last sign is positive, the signs stay the, and what are they? So I know that it should be a minus and a minus, right?
Yes.
Now pause. What would your outer be? Although we usually do the outer below, don't we? What would the outer be? Negative 1x. See the negative sign right here? Negative 1 times x is negative x. What would the inner be?
Negative 10x.
Wait, does negative 1x minus 10x equal negative 7x?
No.
No. So this one doesn't work.
Oh, so you have to move them around.
So then we say, okay, hold on.
Okay.
What can I do? Well, I can keep
Flip
this
it.
guy the same. I can keep this guy the same.
Flip
And then what if I flip the numbers?
Flip it.
That one will work.
Yeah.
I have 1x, 2x. I have the 1 first, then the 5, the minus and the minus. What's your outer? Outer?
Negative 5x
Negative 5x.
plus 2x
Your
minus.
and negative 2x.
Oh, I didn't see the negative.
What's negative 5x minus 2x?
Negative 7.
Negative 7x. So what have we just found? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We've just found the right one.
So that's the answer.
So then our final answer, take that and use it and say sweet. X minus 1 times 2x.
Oh, ooh. Oh, I'm out.
Okay, number sit next to Jordan right in front of them all. No, you guys want to cook those? Right in front of Molly. Thanks, Ben. We're done. That's our final answer. Now we'll pause one more time. How can we check? Oil. Now we kind of already checked with the outer plus the inner. But to check all the way, we would go all the way. First, 2x squared. Outer minus 5x. Inner minus 2x. What would last be? Last?
Negative 5. No, 5. 5.
I did first. I did outer. I
Five.
did inner. I did.
Negative of the
5.
5. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't write
Oh,
my
look
square, did
it. Look it. It works.
Wow.
I know.
I? Okay.
Crazy.
Now here's the dilemma. All right. Good.
I didn't know you back.
Now we know. Now we know. Now we're acclimated. Let's go.
Come on.
So, this is the harder type of problem you guys started seeing in number 9 where a lot of you got stuck. So, my question, can we do another one?
Oh,
Now, wait. Didn't we have one in our warm-up? Okay, let's go back to our warm-up. And let's see if we can finish that second problem. Then maybe we'll go back and try some more. See that second problem? We've already done this one, right? Now we're on 2x squared plus x minus 6. I want you guys to try to copy the same procedure that you just saw. Okay? But you need a bigger table, remember?
Okay.
So what is the second number? It's 2x and 1. 6? Negative.
Yeah.
Wait, add things.
So you have factors of 2x squared. That's our first column. What's our second column? Looking at the other one.
Factors of negative 6.
Now, if you notice, I'm starting to run out of room. You guys might not be. Thanks for all the random noises. Let's stop. There we go. That'll fit better. Factors of 2x squared factors of -6. Possible factors. O plus I.
I plus
It's
unit.
negative, the sign thing is changed.
Right.
Yes. The last term is negative, the sign they must change. So we don't know much, but we do know that one needs to be a negative and one needs to be a positive.
Amen.
Or a positive and a negative, however you do it. What did you guys do? The negative then the positive? Or the positive?
I don't know, I can't remember.
There's a positive or negative.
It really doesn't matter, right?
It just matters what ends up in those spots.
One X times 2X.
I heard 1x times 2x and I agree. It didn't have the
I
same
did the
first term as the other one.
Yes, I am.
Wait, where'd you get the?
What are possible factors of -6?
It's outer.
-3, -2, negative.
No, negative 1
We could have -1 times 6. That's true.
Oh,
Now, this is where it gets a little tricky.
Are you sure about that?
That's wrong.
Ready? Couldn't it be -1 times 6?
-3.
Couldn't it be 1 times -6? Couldn't it be -2 times 3 or 2 times -3? Now, in there somewhere, in there somewhere is the right answer. We just have to find it. And as we get better at it, we get faster at finding it. Now, possible factors. Let me go ahead and zoom in so we can see this better. Let me zoom in so we can see this a little bit better. We're looking for the right one. Okay, you ready? Just go in the order that you wrote it. That way you can make sure you have it down. I know it's one. Hang in there. So we have 1. Can we just write x instead of 1x? Is that all right?
Yeah.
So we'll do x, 2x. If it's -1, then 6. Wouldn't I put -1 and +6? Does that make sense? -1 and 6, I put -1 and +6. I'm checking this one to see if it's right or not. So question, what would outer be?
6x.
What would inner be?
Negative 2x.
-2x. What's 6x minus 2x?
4x. Nope.
Not it.
Didn't get it wrong, we just eliminated one of the possibilities. Okay, so we only have 3 more left. One of them's right. What if we did x and 2x, but with the x, what am I going to put?
Positive.
+1
Hey.
minus 6. Okay. What would outer be? Remember, the 6 has a negative. -6x. What would inner be? +2x. Ugh. 6 and 2. -6 and 2 still doesn't work, right? Does that make 1?
No.
All right, we only have 2 more answers to check. One of them's right.
It's a lot.
X minus 2, 2x plus 3. You guys checking with me? Okay, so yeah, outer would be 3x. 3x minus 4x. Oh, we're so close, but that would be a negative x. Right? Is negative x good?
No.
So the signs do matter.
Jay, why are we talking? You need to be focused. So then, let me relax my anger. X plus 2, and then? Alright, check it. What's outer? What's inner? Now guys, one more time. If you get good at this, it might go faster. So let's do it long way a few times, and then we can graduate to doing it faster.
Mister, where did you get the how to factor it out?
We need to check the FOIL.
Where did you get the 2x?
When I multiply -1 times 2x, -1 times 2x is -2x.
I'm saying for each one.
Oh. I had to use an x, and I had to use a 2x. So these told me my first terms, these told me my second terms.
Whatever factor you find from x to x, you use that for each one. You need one more.
Don't worry, we'll do a few more. Well, wait guys, winner, winner, chicken dinner, we got it, right? So what are we putting down as our final answer?
X plus 2
X
times
plus 2.
2x minus 3.
If we FOILed that, would we have it right?
Look, look, look.
Which one do you circle? The one that made a positive 1x. The one that made a positive 1x. Okay. So let's go try that second example from yesterday. Ready? Which one do you guys want? Positive, positive, or negative, positive?
Negative positive.
All right. We'll do this one. Ready, set. I'm not going to say anything. Let's see how far you can get on your own.
Gotcha.
Go.
Alright,
Okay. All right, Johnny, let's see how you want this to go.
Hang on the wall. Monkey can.
Let's see if we can use the same procedure. Stop talking about it. Start doing it. Talk is cheap unless you can show, right? Show me.
True.
What?
What's your main?
Talk is cheap unless you can show me.
Factor.
Molly, we're trying this one, kiddo. I know, I have the door open to try to help us out. You should never just give up to them. You don't never just give up.
Cost factors. First. I got the keys in there. Cuss. So, criminal credit cards.
We did that was really good first time. I was laughing.
They make a lot they're doing.
I said you get the line. Have a be higher than the sky.
That's 100.
You deserve it.
I really do that. I'm being massive. I know a lot about the Bible. I just way too much.
The last term is positive, the signs are the same.
Yeah.
How do we make the time in Spanish?
Equals.
Caleb, what do you have so far? What have you done?
I put, no, I was getting to that. I have to talk about,
You get the negative?
yeah.
Good.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If the last term is positive, the signs are the same, right?
I put X. Very X there.
Well, but x times x isn't 3x.
Thank you.
So hold on, follow our system, okay? The way you're doing is good, but there's a number in front, so it doesn't work for the number in front.
Oh, so when you do X.
Good idea if that was gone. But since the 3 is there, these are the harder types, okay? Help me out, Ian. How can I fill in the table right here? What's your go? Just, okay, good. 3 times x. Okay, what fills in this one? Good.
Why would you choose 7X?
Remember, 7x is what we're checking way down here. So we just do factors of the first, factors of the last. Guys, here's the ironic thing. I see a lot of you guys looking this way, but I hear lots of random noise. So let's quiet it on down. Who's that? Aiden, grab a seat.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have trash? Nope, pick it up. Nope, pick it up. I've never given anyone permission to go throw away something. Maybe to get a tissue, maybe to get a sanitizer, yes, but not to throw away trash. Keep it at your desk. You guys are way too much. Okay, here we go. Question.
Oh, questions.
Alright. How do you get 3x squared? What's something someone filled in there? Jordan, what'd you put? Just for this.
Oh, 1x times 3x.
Does 1x times 3x give you 3x squared? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you already fill in, if you wanted to, could you already fill in 1x over here and 3x over here?
Oh.
Okay, now wait. Josh, what'd you fill in for 2?
For 2, I put 1 and 2.
Okay, now hold on. Do we just want positive 1, positive 2
Well,
looking at our...
oh, let's just do 1 and negative 2.
But wait. What signs do I need?
Negative and negative.
I need to have negative and negative. Right? Now, could you have put also, what's another way of writing it? Couldn't you put negative 2 and negative 1? Yeah, so let's see which one's right. One of them has to be. Because there's no other way of factoring 2, no other way of factoring 3. So let's try with minus 1, minus 2. And then if we need to, we can try with minus 2 and minus 1. One of them is right. One of them is right. What's the outer for this one?
Negative 2x.
What's the inner for this one?
Negative 3x.
What is negative 2x minus 3x? Or plus negative 3x?
6x.
Negative 5. Doesn't
Or
have
5x,
negative
sorry.
7. So is this one right?
No.
Hopefully, cross your fingers. Negative x, what would this one be? Inner?
Oh, look at that.
What's negative 1x plus negative 6x? Yeah. How is that?
Oh, that was my, no.
Winner, chicken
What?
dinner.
Why is it negative?
Why is it negative?
Why is it negative?
Why is it negative?
Pause. Wait. Negative x minus 6x is negative 7x. So what are my answers that I fill in?
That to be negative. So we have to have 2 negatives.
X minus 2 and
Loud.
now wait, pause. If you don't trust all the work that we just did, how could you prove to me or to others or to yourself this is right?
Boyle.
FOIL. So what's x times 3x?
3x squared.
So far so good? Pause. What's x times negative 1? Negative 2 times 3x. Negative 2 times negative 1. Kiddos, how do we do?
Muy bien.
Fight it so long.
I'm still a little confused.
I got everything
Hold
right.
on. Pause. Now, believe it or not, as a teacher, I actually know that some of you guys are like, hey, cool, I kind of get it. And some of you guys are like, this is still hard. As a teacher, believe it or not, I actually know that before you have to tell me that. So pause. Trust me. Have you written this down in your notes?
Yes.
So you have an example worked out completely right, completely correctly, and you have 2 examples before. We need to keep going, but if you come in during lunch today, I can help for a little. Well, actually, today I have a meeting. Today is a bad lunchtime. After school today is a good time. Lunchtime today is a bad time. Okay, but during period 7 after school is a good time. We need to keep going, but if you need individual help, you come find me, okay? We need to actually go see one more idea. Word for word. Sorry. Jordan, why are we talking? You're not helping right now. Notes, word for word. Rob, I see that hand. Keep it up if you have a question, but don't talk to me yet. Notes, word for word. We have one more big idea. And the nice thing is we get to practice the kind of hard thing that we've been practicing today at the same time. This is kind of where we were supposed to start, but we got behind yesterday. which is why tomorrow we're turning in homework number 32 and 33 together. You get to try the last couple hard ones and then practice a little bit more.
Wait, so could we,
32 and
could we
33.
continue on the same page or we're starting?
As long as you write a number 33 for where those problems start.
Okay.
All right. Barry, remember you have to turn in notes or else that's points you're missing, okay? Okay, we're still doing the hard ones with the number in front. How do you guys know it's a number in front? The A, or look at the example, it's a -2, right? Jay, leave it. If you can't leave it, then I'm going to take it. Okay? Okay, John, you can see.
Okay. What is it for?
You guys see how it looks messier with the negative in the very, very front? Pause. It looks messy with the negative in the very, very front. We've learned things like if the last term is positive, the sign is the same, right? If the last term is negative,
They must
the
change.
signs they must change. But we've also dealt with two other things. Jack, go ahead. What were you thinking then?
Oh, I was just wondering, will there be problems where like the first term is like it has multiple factors?
Yes. Sadly, we haven't gotten to one yet,
Yay!
but I bet we might see some tomorrow. Actually, if you guys want, I mean,
No.
I can't change it.
What did I say? No.
Okay, hold on. So, here's the dealio. We have learned things about the signs at the end, but the problem is technically there's actually something before that we have to be careful of. For instance, right now, if you guys said if the last sign is negative, the signs are the same, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? Because of this little negative in the very, very front. So before we ever go to doing our signs, we need to ask ourselves two questions. Is there a GCF, number one? Right, like we just did earlier. Is there a GCF, number one?
Oh, I know.
And number two, is there a negative in front? Now, hold on, I haven't worked this one out totally. You guys might need to help me on the wording. Something like, look out for a GCF. Is anything shared? Okay. Look for a GCF. Look out for a GCF. I don't know. Is anything shared? If the first term is negative, that thing is impaired.
Oh.
Now, wait. What am I talking about? I know it's lame, but hold on. What am I talking about? Before we ever go to factoring, look for a GCF. Wait. Does 2 and 5 and 3 share anything?
No.
Okay, is anything shared? No. If the first term is negative, that thing is impaired, meaning don't wait. What's impaired mean?
Like broken, impaired.
Yeah, if you have like a visual impairment, that means that your vision is impaired, aka your vision isn't so hot. People with glasses, contacts, they're trying to make up for an impairment of their vision, right?
Jack.
Okay, now wait. Guys, I want to make you Mr. Pepperelli. Come on. Okay. Listen. We looked out for a GCF. Was anything shared? Alan, anything shared? No.
Negative?
If the first term is negative, that thing is impaired. How do we figure that out? How do we fix it? Ready? What's it say? Factor out a negative first.
Oh.
What's shared? Well, hold on. Maybe it's not shared. This time it is. But if the first term is negative, that thing is impaired. Get the negative out. How? We factor out a -1. So pause. If we divide everything by a -1, what happens to all the signs on the inside?
Positive.
Divide by a negative, you have a 2y squared. Divide by a negative, you have a plus 5y. Divide by a negative, you have a plus 3.
Why do you do that?
Why? Because the first term was negative, and if the first term is negative, that thing is impaired. We got to get that first term's negative
How
out.
you can't just.
But if we take out one negative, we have to take away from all. Now we can say the last term is positive.
What
The
tarnation?
signs are the same. So at the end, I'm going to have a negative 1 times
What?
plus and plus. So then down here, we're going to think of what are factors of, you guys okay if I start shortcutting? 2y squared. We're looking right here. And 3. We're thinking about 2y squared and 3.
Okay.
Trying to ask ourselves the possible factors and then the outer plus the inner. I'm trying to shortcut a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What times what makes 2y squared?
I did
Y,
one.
2, and 1 times y,
1y times 2y. What times what makes 3?
1 times 3.
1 times 3 or 3 times
1.
1. So couldn't we check 1y, 2y, 1y, 2y? We're checking plus 1 plus 3 or plus 3 plus 1. Who's already figured out which one works?
Oh, it doesn't
The
work.
first one? Can you prove it to me? What's outer?
No, it could be both.
3y. What's inner?
2y.
2y. What's 3y plus 2y?
5y.
Got it.
Oh,
So
wait,
now fill in the factors.
can it be both?
Well, let's check it. Hold on, wait. Josh is asking, can it be both? Let's double check. What would the outer be of the other one? What would the inner be? It's 1y plus 6y make 5y.
Oh, no.
So fill in my factors for me. What do I have here?
Oh, I was thinking of something else.
We can't leave. I know people are hustling and bustling outside because they're going to the pep rally because they're involved in it. The rest of us need to focus.
Oh, no.
What do I put in these parentheses?
Well, you have the Y.
The one that wins, right? So y plus 1 and
Y plus 3. Or 2Y plus 3.
now pause. It takes time. Pause. Some of you guys were asking me questions like, can there ever be a problem where there's more than one way to write the first term? It's kind of the same thing. My question is, the last term is negative, the signs they must change. Okay, so I know somehow I have a positive and a negative, right? But when I go to make my table, okay, whose factors am I looking for first? 6x squared. Then, what am I looking for? Negative 12. Possible. Good. Wait, focus. What's a way to make 6x squared? 1x times 6x.
Or
2x times 3x. Now, why is that a dilemma? Wait. How can I make 12?
Negative 1 times 12 or negative
4 times 3.
But wait, pause. Kiddos, pause. Some of you have already seen the dilemma. How else can I make 12?
negative 6 times.
Negative 6 times 2 or negative 2 times 6. Negative 3 times 4, negative 4 times 3. But one of them is right. Wait, one of those is right? Actually, no. Because then this one, couldn't he have negative 1 and 12 and negative 12 and 1? Couldn't he have negative 6 and 2 and negative 2 and 6? Couldn't he have negative 3 and 4 and negative 4 and 3? Now wait, pause.
What blue moon?
Listen.
What party?
I want to let you guys go to your pep rally, but you gotta be quiet. Is every single problem this long?
No.
But, listen, is the right answer in there somewhere?
Yeah.
If we get good at the shorter, could we see the longer faster?
Yes.
Tonight on homework, they are both due tomorrow. Take a picture on your way.
We don't need
Pep rally.
Wait 1 second, man. Come on.
Come here. Diego, pep rally. Pep rally. No, I'm having a meeting and then a test afterwards. You can put your things right here so you're all packed up, ready to go. But you cannot stay all of lunch. Sorry, Diego.
You're able.
No, I am not able. But right after school, I am able. Come on.
Sorry, I'm falling asleep in class. I just had like a really bad headache today.
It's okay. It's better if you tell me before class starts, because otherwise I just see you put your head down.
I tried like kept on looking at this thing, but just like I don't know.
That's probably a time we need to ask for help. Okay? If you're not able to look, you're not able to learn, so it'd probably be better if you could lie down and feel better. Okay. Next time, just raise your hand. Let me know.
Everything And I also learned today that the multiple choice practice test that you gave us was not the full practice test, so I don't know. That's why I didn't realize that there was in this book. Can I finish study tomorrow?
Yeah, and then we'll go to 0 to 8.5.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.